Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is John Faraclas from allaboutshipping.co.uk. Tonight, Friday, the 8th of May, in Athens. Under amazing weather conditions, next to the sea breeze is always going to take the biggest breath of life next to the sea. Life comes from the sea after all. Let's go quickly with the markets. Very briefly, the Baltic Dirty Tanker Index, I will start now from the wets, was up 3 points at 774, which is overall 20 points up since last week's 754 points. The BCTI, the Clean Tanker Index, was up just a point at 623, but also, surprise, surprise, up 17 points since last week's 606. I started something positive to just, change the mood of the bad market prevailing in the dry cargo. The BDI, the Baltic Dry Index, closed just 1 point up at 574, which is, on the other hand, 13 points minus from last week's 587. Not good news, as you will see from the other indexes, except, of course, the Capers, who closed up 22 points at 616, and up 42 points is last week's closing at 574. The most favorable signs, the Panamaxes and the respective BPI index, was down 9 points at 594, down 31 points is last week's 647. The Supras was down overall since last week at 601. This week they remain at 618, steady, no change. And finally, the BHSI down 2 points at 329, which is an overall down 11 points since last week's 340 points. Not a good market. One has to be very cautious of what is going on. You need experts to fix your ships. Many ship owners are putting money to have the ships running. It's not a nice situation. Yet again, I reiterate the view, it's the best market if you can afford it, if you have the money. This is a big tool to buy ships and even lay them up and wait. Sooner or later, the market will turn up. We predict that this will happen for the very few again, despite the rumor there will be a lot of scrapping, hence the market can come up, say in 2 years' time. This is what we see. We need, first of all, to be more pragmatic, to see the market, the dry index going above the 2,000 points, what it was in December 2013, which was 2,247 about points. So until we go to this level, be on hold. If you can afford it, you can do it. Geopolitics affecting the markets, the Ukrainian saga, very, very important issue. The Greek saga, that's a big thing, something people should really pay attention, and those who want the Greeks to pay their debts, this is debts, because you need two in a tango, have stressed this for 41 years. The lenders, they be lending, they wanted to fatally wound Greece. Okay, scandals are from both sides, particularly from the lender side. They knew what they were doing. Can you imagine if the banks and the shipping industry have continued to lend to various ship owners that they never repay back a penny? Okay. Other issues, the big migrants tragedy, not a very nice situation. Let's hope that our up-and-coming respective commissioner in the European Union does her best, and Ms. Mogherini really changes the whole thing. Elections in the UK, that was an unexpected, to be honest with you, triumph. We've been expecting to see the Conservative Party of David Cameron win, but wow, that was an overwhelming majority, sending shocking waves all throughout Europe and the world. 331 seats. He needed 326 for an absolute majority to govern. Now the ball is in his hands to make a big change in UK politics and European as well. Needless to say, in world stage. Congratulations. The Nepal earthquake, big disaster there. We repeat, of course, the nasty situation in Baltimore. That's not nice. Africa in turmoil. South Sudan is pressing hard. We should make an intervention there. We don't like to see so many, slaughtering there. North Korea is testing our patents, and China's expansion will create, a tough response from Japan. Add the energy issue, the environmental legislation, ship finance, very big problems there, tax matters, it's a very very heavy environment. We got the anniversary of the end of the World War II with big parades in Moscow. The West decided to sabotage this, to abstain. This is not the right moment to do this. We have some tit for tat in the past with the Moscow Olympics, if you remember, and of course that was spoiling the Olympic ideal. It was the same on the 1984 Summer Olympics in LA. So, but we have some athletes on both occasions who decided to compete under the Olympic Games flag. I think that those in power should reason with people and understand the situation. But if you are pressing to somebody's courtyard so hard, you will receive a response. Who is right and who is wrong? The real historians with power will tell us. There have been interesting developments and speeches at ExpoSec, the Export Security Conference, the two-day fantastic event in Athens this week. A great debate. We did participate as a site, and we did put the record straight on many issues. Allaboutshipping event was great. For one reason or another, we haven't received an invite, the post and the mails and all this that, but we hope that they get their act together and they check their email system. But we like to congratulate them for a great event. The London Shipping Law Centre, interesting events coming up, which I'm sure many will, attend. It's about the sanctions. It's a very interesting thing on the 18th of May coming up at Clydes & Co. So this is a really interesting thing. Where do we stand now with the sanctions? Intercargo's 45th anniversary is coming up, a super event and conference in Athens, 19th to 24th. Expo 2015 in Athens again, 21st, 22nd of May. So check our events and in the upcoming events diary and see what you can. Finally, visit Greece and the Greek islands. It's great. The weather conditions are fantastic, and the same you can do for the UK. Let's start from these two shipping nations. We wish you a lovely weekend. It's Mothering Sunday in 2 days' time. We wish all the mothers all the very best. Those of us that we still have them alive, we wish our mummies to be around and protect us, as always. So, this is John Faraclas from Allaboutshipping.co in Athens. Have a lovely weekend. Over and out.